Leslie. Welcome to my channel. This is the Sewing Circle. Welcome. Today I am wearing my thrift flipped blouse that I love so much. So cute. Sorry, cut my head off for you. Listen, I have been having such a fun spring. How about you? I just got back from a trip back east. I live in California. I flew to Oak Ridge, Tennessee, and saw my daughter Katie there, her husband, and two of the grandchildren. While I was there, we had a barbecue on Saturday, and my daughter Melissa and her husband and 4 children came up, and also a niece and her husband and their new baby came up. I got to meet my new grandson Bryson and my new nephew Tate. After that, I flew all the way to Pennsylvania and visited my son Nicholas and his wife. They have 2 little girls, and they foster twin 8-month-old boys. And all total, I got to be with 10 grandchildren. I had so much fun. It was such a great adventure. While we were there, I got to visit this place in Pennsylvania called Traditions, and Traditions is an amazing restaurant. It's Pennsylvania Dutch style food, so that means like the cinnamon rolls, the donuts, the handmade whoopie pies, the big beautiful breakfasts, and just traditional meals. And while I was there at Traditions, I did shoot a little bit of video. I didn't want to disturb the other people that were eating there, but they had so many beautiful quilts hanging on the walls. Also, attached to Traditions is their store. And it's notions, it's everything from Bibles to bookmarks to cards to toys to I did end up getting a book for one of my sons who's just going to get married and a wedding card for them. But I got one little piece of fabric that I tucked away in my suitcase, and oh my goodness, what a great time. I wanted to talk today about monsters. I went to our local library, and looking through the fabric and sewing and arts and crafts section, I found a book called Make a Monster. Now, Make a Monster is 15 patterns for 15 different fleece monsters. And I have been just having a great time with that. But also I wanted to share with you that our local library has so many resources for seamstresses. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on patterns. You can go to the library and check out books, and you're free to copy patterns out of those books for your own personal use. Excuse me. So I made a couple monsters, and I had so much fun with them. I'll probably make some more. So the first little guy is named Monty, and look at him, isn't he funny? Monty is made out of fleece. Now the front of him, I got this star printed shirt secondhand for like $1.25. Little boy's shirt that was this mint green, and it has stars, as you can see. I tried to place the star on his face so it would kind of highlight that little face of his. He reminds me of the Abominable Snowman back from Rudolph's days, or the days where the Christmas special had the abominable snowman. But isn't he cute? Now I added a little feature to him. Besides the little tag, my little Studio 17 tag right here that says handmade, I also added a little pocket. And you might wonder why. Why do you need a pocket on a little monster, Leslie? Well, every little child, and this is going to go to my 1-year-old grandson, so every little child loves to put little treasures inside of pockets, in their pants pockets if they can get their little hands in there. But a little pocket on their favorite stuffy is just so fun. They can bring along a little car. I can imagine my little grandson putting a sticker in there, a quarter to go to the store, or even just a little snack, little snacky stuck in there. So highly recommend a little pocket on a little stuffed toy. Isn't he cute? I just love him. Do you love me, Monty? I love you, Monty. The other one I made for my granddaughter, and I'll have to look and see what her name is, but isn't this adorable? Look at her. Now for the eyes on these, I'm using the plastic snaps, you know, the little snappies that you have the tools to click in. If you don't have that snap tool, you can use any kind of buttons, or you could embroidery. I did embroider her mouth and her eyelashes, and the background of her eyes is a little polka dotted, actually like a flannel. Her ears are just a cotton, and her front are a cotton, because I wanted a little print. I did sew across her little feet to make it look like she had little shoes. And of course, I added on her back a pocket. This one I did not apply to the surface. I just cut and sewed it into the seam so it is part of the actual pattern. Now a little girl needs a double pocket so she can stick a little lip gloss in there, or maybe a little tablet of paper and a little pencil or pen. Just something, a quarter to go to town, something to take along, maybe a baby bottle. Anyway, I am obsessed with these little dolls and these little monsters, and I just love that you can go to the library. There actually are so many resources in the library. It blows my mind. You know, you can get free passes into state parks at the library. Like free. You want to go to Yosemite? Go to the library first. There's all kinds of books on hand sewing, on mending, and even full books with dresses and tops, even teaching you how to draft your own patterns. So if you haven't already, check out your free library. And I will link this book down below. I have found it online. You can buy it. If you can't find it at your library, you can go to your librarian and ask her to actually search it and have it brought to your library, and they will. They'll save books for you or have them brought from other libraries nearby. So this is Make a Monster. Now I wonder which one I should make next. There are so many monsters, 15 monsters altogether.